Welcome back. I hope you're really enjoying this series where we talk to different van lifers, motorhome owners and caravan owners.
Yep.
Today we get to talk to the lovely Luke and, even more exciting, his wife Becca from Luke's Van Life.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hi, very good, thank you. Are you both all right?
Very good, thank
We're
you.
fantastic actually, yeah, thank you.
And we so appreciate you guys coming on and doing this new series that we're doing with us. So thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you for the invite.
Luke, we know loads about you. Could you properly introduce Becca to us, please?
Introduce Becca.
Yeah, where did you
Yes.
meet? Everything.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll let... Becca's the one with the memory, so maybe I'll let Becca go. How long have we been together now?
We've been together a little over 7 years.
Oh wow,
Married just over 2.
fantastic.
But we actually met through a mutual friend. It was her birthday party. I wasn't a guest. And Luke was part of the band that were playing.
Oh wow.
And I remember the night very vividly. I remember a good-looking guy sitting next to me on the bench outside, and try as I might to make conversation, he wouldn't say a word. So I remember I went home and I thought, well, I tried, oh well. Won't be hearing from him again. And lo and behold, probably a few days later, I got a message online. And
I stalked her. I
started from there.
I Facebook stalked her the next day and initiated a conversation.
Was you maybe a little bit shy at the time, Luke?
Or drunk.
Or drunk?
Sorry, judging by our standards.
I think he was a little shy. It's strange
Right.
to think like he's not. Oh, I know he can be a little shy even now, but yeah, I think that was just it. He was just blown away. What can I say?
I was going to say it must have been awed.
That's
Definitely not.
No, we'll go with that.
Oh, there you are, brilliant.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
So I've been married for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Yeah, November 2018.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's flown by.
So, Luke, your channel is very much about your van life. Have you always gone on van holidays, motorhomes, camping, caravan? What's your holiday history?
As kids, my parents always took us camping in tents and things. We always went to this regular campsite, Bodiam, near a campsite in Bodiam, near Bodiam Castle. So we was always camping in tents and things. But I think I need a bit more luxury and a bit more heating these days.
I'm with you on
You
that.
used to spend summer holidays in Spain, didn't you?
Yeah, the summer holidays we'd go to Spain. My grandparents always lived in Spain, so we used to do that.
Lyndsay did that as well. You used to go to Spain.
Yeah, we didn't go and visit people. We got on a
Sure.
bus in Leeds that drove us all the way down to near Barcelona.
Wow.
And we stayed in a big static caravan there.
Right.
It was awesome.
How about you, Becca? What was your upbringing? Did you go on any caravan holidays as a child? Was you?
We did, believe it or not. Yes, Luke will probably be like, "What? Really? Would you hate it?" It's not true. Yes, I will be honest. Not very often. There's one in particular. As in my parents, my sister and I, when I was very little, we hired a static caravan in the Lake District. Mm-hmm. I loved it. It was great. My dad hated it because it rained and it was really noisy. So needless to say, that didn't happen again. But no, I was fortunate enough. My parents would take us all over the world, really, for summer holidays and things. A lot of Europe and America. So yeah, I think it's safe to say, before I met Luke, I was used to slightly different holidays.
Yeah.
But you have got fond memories. Everyone I speak to that's been
Yes.
had caravan holidays as a kid has always got fond memories of them caravan holidays. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to do camping when I was at school and in college and things. So
yeah.
I'm
cool.
not
Not a complete stranger to it.
Yeah, I'm not a total novice. I can survive in the wild if needs be.
And now, Luke, I know your family. I know your mum and dad are also motorhomers.
Yes, my whole family are now. Yeah, my parents have got a camper van, and my grandparents have got a camper van. So yeah, we always travel together if we can.
Fantastic. Yes, we've seen some of the videos. That's brilliant to be able to share that, isn't it?
It's amazing memories that we've had.
Is it you that's got them into motorhoming? Did they have that before you got your van?
They didn't, did they?
They didn't. No.
No, it was you.
I think they've had. My parents and grandparents have always had camper vans and things. My grandparents, especially, are very adventurous with their holidays, and they used to travel all around Europe and stuff. But yeah, I bought this van first and converted it, and they bought.
Then your parents bought one, and then your grandparents.
Yeah, and then I think our first trip together was in 2017. We all went to Spain. That was our first trip together.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you ventured abroad as a first trip.
How did that work out then? How did that work out? Did it work well? How long did you go for?
Yeah. We went for 3 weeks. It was meant to be 2 weeks, but that's just not enough time to enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't go. So about just before 2 weeks was up, I got a call from Luke. Darling, would you mind if I
stay the extra week? But the trip went really well, and it was my first conversion. It was not what you see here. It was the first build that I did in this van that we went to Spain in, and it was really basic.
Gosh, it was, wasn't it?
Really, really naff, really rubbish build that I did. But had a great time, and we've had some fond YouTube videos to look back on and remember that holiday. So yeah,
fantastic.
I love the idea of converting a van ourselves, but we are not handy enough to do that at all. It's really. But did you teach yourself? Is it all?
Yes. Well, I'm still teaching myself. I don't think you're never finished with one particular build, and there's always more things to learn. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it's just the best hobby, building vans.
And I believe it's not just a hobby anymore. It's something that you're doing on a more professional basis.
We're hoping to.
The one you're converting at the moment, I understand that is that not for you? Is that actually to sell on?
It's a test van. It is to sell on.
Yeah.
But it was sort of seeing how it goes to determine whether we can make a business out of it.
I mean, lots of people are doing it now, and it's a very competitive market, but we would love to do it. It's my hobby. If you can earn your income doing your hobby, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it?
They say you'll never work another day again if you can do your hobby. Right?
Well, fingers crossed we can do this. Yeah.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, that the demand for vans and motorhomes and conversions right now is through the roof because of people not holidaying abroad. So I think you've got in, it's the right business idea at the right time, if you're asking me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll see, but
but that was a factor for us.
Right.
It was sort of, could this work? And then you take a look at the market and you realise that even this year, they say the staycation is just going to boom.
I believe so.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not keen to get on a plane right now. I cannot wait to be out of lockdown so we can go away in the van, and I'm sure there's so many more people out there that would think the same. It would be perfect to have their own little environment to go away in which they know it's clean.
Yeah.
They know where it's been, who's touched it and whatnot, and they can just go away and feel really safe. So we're hoping that everyone else out there feels the same as us and as you, and that we can make something of it. But
Fingers
it's early
crossed.
days, we'll see.
Fingers crossed, absolutely.
So where's that first trip going to be? Out of COVID times, out of lockdown times, where do you want to head to first?
Oh, well, I've got a huge list of places I want to go to.
Snap.
Don't we all?
Yep.
Where's first? Any ideas?
In all honesty, I'd be happy to just drive an hour away.
Anywhere right now, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think Scotland we'll be doing Scotland again
Desperate
soon.
to do Scotland. Desperate for it.
It's
Us
so
too.
stunning up there.
Us too, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. When did you last go to Scotland?
Have you done that?
Yes, we went together at the early start of our relationship, but we didn't go in the van.
No, we flew up and we hired a car and we stayed in a little lodge on Loch Ness, which was stunning.
It was amazing, yeah.
And then a couple of years ago now,
2019, my family and I did a 4-week trip around Wales and Scotland, and
Brilliant.
Becca and my daughter flew up for a few days to join us, didn't you?
yeah, and we stayed in the van.
And that
was
we
good.
travelled the entire coast of the NC 500 and
I was going
Scotland
to
is
say, if
beautiful.
you've done the NC 500 then, fantastic.
Yeah, I got
That's good, yeah.
I got loads of mementos here, a cushion here from the. But yeah, no,
Brilliant.
we went up to John O'Groats and we did everything. Yeah, it was amazing. So Scotland, and the dream is to go to Sweden and Norway one day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
all that.
I got another one for you guys. We did the NC 500 for Christmas in 2016 in our motorhome.
Yeah.
We were caught in all
very
kinds. We were
nice.
caught in all kinds of storms, but that's another story. But after that, looking for the next adventure after that, I found the Wild Atlantic Way in Ireland, and we did that in Easter of 2017, and that's quite a feat. Certainly, you should consider looking at that one. It's a lot longer than the NC 500, and we did a whole loop of Ireland, and we took in the Wild Atlantic Way, which is basically the
Bottom
west
half
coast.
of the coast,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
well, it's the whole left-hand side
Yeah.
of Ireland.
I
So
love
it's
that.
certainly
Also
one to look
very,
at.
very
That would be
stunning.
Very stunning.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
Very
Definitely.
stunning.
We'll put that on the list. Add that
Yeah.
one on
Put
there.
it on the list. If you've got room on that
Yeah.
list, get it on there, don't it?
If you could take your van anywhere besides Scotland and Wales and where else have we talked about? Ireland, where would you love to take it? If you could pick it up and be somewhere, where would you like to be?
Okay. Well, I'll go first.
Well, I think I know what your answer is going to be.
Do you?
Well, possibly.
I would love to pick my van up and drop it off in New York and then drive the entire width of America,
Yeah.
Route 66 and all that.
Fantastic. Yeah, we've talked about that too.
Yeah.
And then whilst you're out there, come back via Canada, right?
Oh, Alaska.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Oh,
Stunning.
Fantastic. Good choice. Good
Yeah.
choice. We approve. How about you, Becca?
I'm with Luke. Like I've been to America a few times and I love it. I love to go and explore cities, and I think the only way I'm going to get Luke to go to America is if we can do Route 66 in a camper van.
Yeah.
So,
If we can't take this van, we'd have to get a big RV,
Yeah.
big American RV, and do it.
but I think that would be amazing to do. That would be really good.
yeah, 2
I love
years
that.
ago.
Yes, we got memories coming up on Facebook right now because
2 years ago, we flew into LA, hired a big RV, and took it to Vegas, San Francisco, and then down that coast road.
down the Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah.
Nice.
We took that trip, yes, and we're getting the memories coming up on Facebook right now. Oh, we want to go back and do it again. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It's glorious.
Brilliant.
It's lovely memories, but
Yeah.
oh, come on.
Anyway.
We need to get out again. We're missing it.
Yeah.
Isn't it just? Another one I'd like to go do is Australia. To do that right-hand coast of Australia.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
I've
Isn't it?
never been out that way.
No,
me
my
neither.
sister lived out there for a year and then moved to New Zealand for 2 years. So
Oh.
my parents have been out there to visit her, but I never got the chance. Although Luke's brother currently lives in New Zealand.
He's about to get married, and we was supposed to be going over to New Zealand to see him, and we were going to hire a van over there, weren't we?
Yeah,
Wow.
but that's all sort of been thrown up in the air right now. But
Yeah.
we'll add that to the list as well.
That's on the list.
That doesn't have to be for a wedding. That could be for
Yes.
for any occasion, really, couldn't it? For a post-wedding
Yeah,
celebration. We're free. We can
Yeah.
travel. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Although I'm not sure about the creepy crawlies out there, to be honest with you, but that's another thing. Them spiders.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's as bad in New
No.
Zealand as it is in Australia. So, besides not travelling, has the current situation changed how you use your van a little bit? You're in a flat, so you're not
Yes,
full time.
correct.
Okay.
No, we were days away from handing our notice in and moving into our van full time before the first lockdown and COVID struck.
Wow.
So it was so annoying for me. I've been desperate to go full time for a long time,
He was this close.
and I was that close to
Wasn't you going to move
Yeah.
in so you could save up the money to be able to? Was that the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that was the idea. We want to get a house, and we were just throwing money away renting.
Sure.
So we wanted to move into the van for 6 months, maybe a year, and then we'd have our deposit, etc. But yeah, we went on a test trip to Snowdonia in the van to see whether we could live together for
We saw
a
that.
week in this
Yeah.
small space.
We saw that.
That was an amazing trip, and we announced in those videos that. Yeah, we've decided that we're going to move into the van, and then it was days later.
We wanted to do we classed it as phase 1, didn't we?
Phase
And then
1 was testing
phase
it.
2 was going to be seeing how it worked with me getting ready to go into the office in the morning in the van, and then coming home from work and spending the evening in the van. And we, I think it was a Thursday, and we were going to do the following week, Tuesday to Thursday, we were going to do that sort of second phase. And I came home from work the Thursday before and said, right, we're in lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm working from home, so we couldn't try it.
Oh,
And
gosh.
then
Wow.
with everything closed, it just felt sort of, for us, safer and easier
Yeah,
to
Absolutely.
stay in the flat. because all the amenities we were looking to use, including, I'll say it, mum and dad, their washing machine, their hospitality and things were off limits.
Yeah, gyms and leisure centres we were going to shower at, and laundrettes and things like that.
Let's just put the plans on hold. The plans just on hold for a little while.
Well,
it is.
Right.
I don't think that we'll be moving into the van at this stage in our life now.
I'm going to say the only good thing that came out of this was the fact that we did save still, because we haven't been able to go anywhere do anything.
Yeah.
So we've still have managed to save, maybe not as much, but
but to answer your question, the van is since lockdown. Yeah, it's just sat outside the house. I sometimes come out and sit in it, and when my daughter comes over, we sit in it and maybe sleep on the driveway outside in the van. But yeah, I've just been staring out the window for a year at my van, wanting to go away in it. But
we're the same.
We're the same. I know that feeling. Yeah. And me and George have come and slept in here as well to have a little sleepover. Yeah. Bless him. Isn't it? It's been just as much for me to sleep in it as him as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as excited.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I've seen you on your videos in your van, and you've got such love and passion for your van, Luke. It is. You can see it. It's absolutely so. I understand that.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time and effort into it, so yeah, it means a lot to me. It's a bit banged up from the outside, and to everyone else, it's probably not really that special. But yeah, I love it.
And that's your second van that you've built, right?
This is the second conversion in the same van.
Right, it's the same one that you went to Spain originally with, right?
Yeah, so I came home from Spain and pretty much started ripping it out straight away. So I spent probably 6 months on the first build, and then I've spent years since.
It's still not done.
It's still not done. Yeah.
So, was there something specific that you learnt on that first trip that you had to change, or was it just you realised everything needed to be changed?
Yeah, everything did. I don't know about you.
Did you didn't have running water? You didn't have
heating? I had running water. I didn't have any heating.
You did, because you had the kitchen unit, didn't you?
I had no solar, no heating, no decent fridge, one really rubbish battery. But the entire, I don't know about you guys, but I spend so much time on social media and Instagram seeing all these beautiful conversions, and I'd look around at my van and it was all just white walls with ply walls painted white, and it just looked really, really naff, and I wasn't happy with it. So I've gone for the cladded log cabin feel now.
Oh, that's lovely. I love the roof that you've done in the conversion that you're sharing on your channel at the moment.
Oh,
I know
it's great, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
Yeah, we love it. We wasn't sure if we were going to stain it or what, but I didn't do any staining in this van, and I quite like it, and I was a bit scared about doing it in there, but it does.
I think it looks really smart.
It is gorgeous.
It works well, doesn't it? It works well. It does work well.
It does, yeah.
I guess you learn with each van build, didn't you? And then you do it different
on
the next one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Becky, you were talking about your plan to come back and practice going to work and living in the van. What do you do for work? What do you do for a living?
So I work for an ecology company in the finance department. So I'm currently training towards becoming an accounting technician. So I'm studying for my AATs. So I've sort of gone back to college as well over the past couple of years. But so currently in finance,
So the plan was that you'd be living, working and training and doing your qualifications all in a van.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Are you working from home?
It would have been nice.
Yes, I've been working from home since March last year, whenever we started, 18th of March or something.
That would have been a struggle in the van, right?
As well, God.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing, you look at my little desk, and I've got like 2 massive screens and my laptop, and a keyboard. It wouldn't have worked in here.
No, but you was working at the office at that time, weren't you? So you was never going to work from the van when we planned to move into it. So that was another factor into not moving in the van. It just wouldn't be feasible to work every day in the van. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
So going forward, your plan is to have the van as a holiday and weekend van, in similar way to us, then I guess.
Yeah. That's what's that's the plan for the van now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But it's
It's obviously because I would normally be going to 20 different van meets a year. So I was always going away in the van. So it'll be just a holiday weekend A weekend warrior.
Yeah, but you say that, but actually I think it's the best of all worlds. I do love our house.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to be able to go away somewhere. So we've had a few weekends where it's just been like, should we go away this weekend? Yeah, okay. And you pack your bags on a Friday evening and you just head out, and then you don't know where you're going to go, you don't know where you're going to end up.
That's
Yeah,
the
they're
beauty.
great
And
trips.
then,
Yeah.
So it gives you the best of both worlds, I think.
And we also then often look forward to coming home as well, and jumping in the shower and,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
How do you find your park ups? Do you mainly wild
well-
or do you use campsites?
No, we never use campsites. It's 100% wild camping. So yeah, we use the usual apps, Wild Camping and Park for Night, and obviously you find some while driving around. So I have my map is full of my favourite saved locations. But yeah, always wild camping. I prefer to do that way. But campsites do have their value when we go to meets and things, or meet up with all our fellow van lifer friends, or if we want to use the showers or water, get some water. Campsites, we do go and pay campsites as well now and then.
Sometimes we just choose a swimming pool instead of a campsite, don't we?
Yes.
Ah,
Go for a swim and
I
have a
did that in
shower
Scotland.
Yeah, to have a shower. We did in Scotland as well, yes. So we'll do wild camping, thinking, right, we need to freshen up. So we'll go and have a shower and have a swim and then have a shower and back in the van again, and we're fresh for another 2 or 3 days in the van.
The thing, I was at Ben Nevis and I popped into the leisure centre and said, I want to use the shower, I don't really want to swim, is that okay? And she said, yeah, give me £2 and go and have the shower. But
Perfect.
yeah, that's how I shower sometimes.
That's very
It's
cool.
tricky getting 5 of us through the shower in the van as well. We've got a shower
Oh
in
yeah,
the van.
of course.
Yeah, there's 5
Yeah.
of us that live in the van. It's a big van, but when there's 5, and our eldest is as big as me right now, so...
So what makes the perfect park up besides being wild? What do you look for? What do you like?
We might differ slightly on that.
Me and you? Well, mine is the view. It can have 0 facilities, 0 signal on your phone, but if you're looking out over mountains, lochs or the sea, I could just stare out the windows for days. What about you, Becca?
I'll take exactly the same, but I'd like a bit of signal, please.
Thank you. I'd want signal too, Becca. Me too, Becca. The view with the
I
signal.
really hate to say it like, yeah. I'm more than happy to sit there and read a book for a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna want
Social
to do
media.
something on my phone, or just stream something on the TV.
Agreed.
So exactly what Luke's like: gorgeous view, quiet, but I would like a little bit of signal.
I totally agree.
Money's no object. What would be your dream lifestyle? Would it include a van?
Okay, Becca, you go first.
I think we definitely disagree on
We
that.
definitely differ on this.
I think I know both your answers. Go on.
If money was no object, I would love our own property and that we lived in, and then a really nice. I never really thought I would like the home built, self built camper van. And I would prefer like the sort of generic what you go and buy.
A posh motorhome.
Yeah, posh motorhome. Yeah, but I think Luke's converted me, so I think I'd have to take.
Whoa.
I'd have to take the
Whoa.
self-build.
Well done, Luke.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's awesome.
I'd have put you down for the
It's
home and the
just-
motorhome. So he's converted you. Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
it's
news to me.
It's just a little cozier.
Look, we've got exclusives.
Well,
And it's got its own field to it. Yeah.
I'm sure though, if Becca saw your van and all the posh vans out there.
Oh yeah, I'd be straight off.
You'll soon change your mind.
But
Yeah.
no, and especially being in one Luke's built himself, it's he's gonna like this blow his mind, but I'm really proud of what he's done.
Oh,
He's done a fantastic job.
Oh,
So
bless.
yeah, I'd travel in anything my husband builds.
Oh,
That's lovely.
really nice. We need more Becca on your channel, Luke.
Yes. More Becca. Get in the comments below if you want more Becca on the channel.
Hashtag more Becca.
I like it. It'll be trending by the morning.
There it is.
But it'll probably be no surprise to you that if money was no object, I would just buy a brand new Iveco
And
and
Just
build
a-
it all myself.
Would you? I thought you might go because Darren and Phil and even John have gone for the big off-roaders, them big go anywhere ones. That's not. I'd have put you in that category. No, these big daffs, these big.
What, the Overlanders?
The Overlanders. That's it. Not you.
No, I'd rather have a van just like this one, maybe a newer
Perfect.
one, and less miles, and build it up myself and
Brilliant.
make it kind of look off-roady and big chunky tyres and So no, I'd love to. That's what I'd do. Money no object.
And we always ask this question because we've been asked to ask this question now. What are your favourite gadgets within your van?
Do you want to go first, Becca? Do you have a favourite gadget in here?
Yeah. Okay. Gadget, are you talking small, or can it be anything that's sort of...
Anything you want.
Anything techie?
Anything.
Yeah.
I've probably got two.
Go on.
Ooh.
My first would probably be the heater. That's a lifesaver. There's a big difference between going away in a camper van in the winter without a heater and going away in a camper van with a heater.
Yeah.
Totally.
I wouldn't. If Luke said, middle of winter and it's snowing, should we go away in the van? Fine. Yeah, I know I can be toasty warm.
Yeah.
And the second would probably have to be the fridge.
The fridge, yeah. We do. Love our
before
fridge.
we had the fridge, we had like this big cooler.
Halford's cool box, wasn't it?
Yeah. But to have a proper fridge, it's just fantastic. I really love going to the shops before we go away and filling it up.
Stacking the fridge, yes.
And just knowing that, that can sit there for the next 5 days or whatnot, and we'll be fine. We can go anywhere because we've got plenty of food.
Yeah.
And it keeps the prosecco bottle cold.
It does keep the bubbles cold.
Oh, we are so sick of prosecco in a field sometimes.
Yes.
What about you, Luke?
We're outside of your mobile phone and the internet that I've got in the van. I don't really know. I don't know. I go on and on about these Chinese diesel heaters. I talk about them every day. I'm asking questions or answering questions to people about them. I've been recently given those Power Oak things. Have you got one of those? They're quite good. I quite like them.
Yes, we did turn them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Initially.
Moving on.
No. We can be really open about it.
They offered me the little one, and I'm like, the little one's no good. We need the big one.
Oh, fine.
And they're like, your channel it is too small for the big one. I'm like, fair enough then, we know one.
He's so stubborn.
Give it time. Give it time. They'll come back crying.
Oh, we want the Jackery one.
They will, of course.
Jackery one.
Yes.
I want to be like Chrome.
Yes, we want Jackery like Chrome. Yes.
The standalone power banks are
They are fantastic.
they're very, very clever.
I did buy one and then it broke, so I sent that back. Yeah. So that's again, it's another thing.
We'll edit this one out as well.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Oh, dearie me. What's been your very favourite moment in your van? Have you got a specific moment? Is it Snowdonia?
I don't know.
Is it? It might not
Fresh
be.
in their
It might
mind.
be Scotland, it might be.
Becca wasn't with me at this moment, which doesn't. But it was that very first trip to Spain with my family. I'm taking point, and my family parents are behind in their van. My grandparents are behind in their van, and we're driving. We're climbing the Pyrenees mountain, and we got to the crest. As soon as we got to the crest, the view was just one of the best views I've ever seen, and it was breathtaking. And I was so excited, and I was on the radio straight away. We're staying here tonight. We're staying here. Look at this spot, and I was so excited.
Wow.
And that was one of my favourite moments in a van.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
What about you, Becca?
I'll be honest, there isn't one that just stands out to me. Luke's done these incredible trips, and unfortunately due to work, the trip to Spain, the trip to Scotland, I'm not able to take that much time off work and go for the whole event, so I usually fly somewhere and meet him for a few days. But
it's yet to come then. It's yet to come. That
moment. I personally, I prefer when it's just the two of us and we go away and we can just go and we stay somewhere and there's no one else around and we just sit and we just talk and relax and enjoy each other's company and the view.
Brilliant.
They're the best parts of it for me.
To be honest, I can completely identify with that, because when we first got our very first motorhome and the first caravan,
we used to go with friends and
always
all
went
the time.
with friends, and
which was great.
It was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of drinking, and the kids had a great time. And in the end, I was like, I would really appreciate a weekend of just us 5 to see if we still like it, just the 5 of us.
And we do love that time.
Yeah.
We love that time, just the 5 of us. Yeah. So we get that.
We had a little random trip to the Jurassic Coast recently, didn't we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the trip was supposed to be just a random few days along the Jurassic Coast, but we ended up finding one spot that we loved so much we just stayed there, didn't we?
Yeah, we went down to Portland Bill near the lighthouse.
Brilliant.
Down near Chisel Beach and things, and we found somewhere and we stayed there for the night, and we thought, oh, we'll just stay here tonight and then we'll move on. We had like 6 days away. We spent the whole time there. We loved it.
Yeah, stayed in one spot.
There you go.
So yeah.
There. That's
the absolute point of having a motorhome or a van that you can just wild camp on. As long as you're self-sufficient, the whole point is that you can go and find these special little places.
And if you like it, just stay there.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. We just found more and more to explore, and you don't have any obligations, you haven't got any hotel rooms booked that you have to go to because you've paid for it. It's just a case of park up and you stay where you want.
Luke, what advice would you give somebody? What's the number one piece of advice you'd give somebody starting a van build right now?
I say this to everyone that asks me that question. It's to go to some meets, go to van meets before you've even bought your van. Go to van meets, especially the one that I'm part of, which happens in the New Forest area, usually a few times a year. But if you go to these meets, and then you can see different shapes and sizes of vans and different layouts and conversions, and if you can do that before you've even bought your van, you're already ahead. But yeah, definitely do that.
Is that the South Central?
South Central Self-Build Get-Together. It's a Facebook group, and my friend started it, and it's just blown up, and we have some amazingly huge meets, usually 4 or 5 times a year. But
fantastic.
That's my number one piece of advice.
Everyone on those meets is so proud of the van that they've done that they're really grateful really excited to share what they've done. So there's no daft questions, and there's no you can't see in my van. Everyone's really proud and really happy to share.
Yeah.
That's it. And my second piece of advice would just be to live on YouTube and just watch so many different videos about how to build this and that. And that's my second piece of advice. Especially Luke's van life.
Yes, especially Luke's van life. There it is. Again, there'll be a link in the description below.
Well, that's it. We want to leave your contact details just in case anyone wants advice or maybe wants you to help them. That would be.
Yes, and we'll put a little subscribe at the end for Luke's channel. So.
Got a point because I never know.
Yes, right at the end. So get over there and send Luke some love, by the means.
Definitely, and Becca.
And Becca.
More Becca.
And Becca, of course.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the channel and doing this with us. We really, really appreciate the pair of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the invite.
No, not at all. Not at all. And guys, there's a link in the description if you want to head over to Luke's channel and have a look at the build he's currently doing.
Yeah.
And
don't forget #more Becca.
Forget Luke's van life. It's more Becca.
Yes.
Start my own YouTube channel.
Luke and Becca.
Maybe it's a whole new channel just for Becca.
Maybe.
There it is. Hope we can meet up with you guys at some stage, when we get to travel. Hopefully.
That'd be great, yeah.
Camp Quirky, maybe.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Well, yeah, I've had my tickets for the last couple of years. They just keep postponing it, and
Me
hopefully
too.
we can all get there and we'll get to.
We have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh no! Well, we have to upgrade Eddie from a child ticket to an adult ticket.
Oh,
by the time
it'll
it
work.
happens.
It'll work.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh, this is rubbish timing, isn't it?
Guys, we hope to catch you soon. Thanks again. All the best, guys. Take it easy.
Thanks a
You're
lot, guys.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
But it might be something you've shared in the past. I'm over-explaining that.
You're over-explaining. You might want to do that again. Who's getting bored? You want to use the word
Just
bored?
ask the
Come on.
question.
Yeah,
Lynn.
you're all right. Just ask the
Just ask the
questions. It's
questions.
fine.
She's just trying to make the edit hard for me. That's all it is.
Well, so are we as well, so.
I've got to talk about your Fanny. How is she?
She's very, very poorly.
We wanted to approach that differently.
Oh,
No.
I didn't.
No.
No, I like Lyndsay's approach.
Yeah,
Just
I like
go
that
hard,
approach.
hard and fast.
Just hard and fast, yeah, hard and fast.
You have been asking all the questions,
I
and you're
have,
taking all the
sorry.
limelight, eh? You big fangirl, you.
Girl power.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.